Okay, I just recently bought this new pickup in it's a Silverado, 2024 Silverado. But there's one problem I have, and I'll show you what that is. It's not a big problem, but it didn't transfer over from my old truck to this new one. The tonneau cover transferred over easy enough. But let me show you what's going on inside here. So in the center console is my old change holder, multi-tool, whatever, keys, that kind of thing. But this one, I gotta step up here. This one moves and I get that clunking noise when I stop or take off quick, whatever position it happens to be in. So I don't want to listen to that. And the other thing is, when I pull this out, I've got this outlet right here, 120 volt outlet, and here's what the tree is riding on. But it's also riding up on this, so it's too tall, I guess. This dimension, height-wise, is too thick. So you can see I'm about maybe half a finger right here, and back here I'm almost a full finger. So that's got that upward slope to it. So I need to fix that and adjust it for this by about an inch, I would guess. So I'm going to go a little wider, but I'm going to lose a little depth. But that's okay. It'll be a good little project. Two things. This is what it came with. And to me, that's just not acceptable. That's not enough room, and I want some more dividers. But the position where it hooks up into the file holder is back here, where mine is shifted to the front. So that might be causing some of the trouble too. So I have to take these and move them to the back. Yeah. I could reverse it in there and see if it fits better that way. I'll try that. I'll reverse it and see how it fits. Same problem. It's riding up, and the reason that is because of the outlet, and this part is too wide. It's wider than this. So I need to narrow that up as well. So this dimension here needs to change. So I'll get that all figured out. I got started by making the perimeter of my box or tray. But the one thing I was thinking of was I was just going to make it all out of 1/4 inch, because I had a bunch of 1/4 inch Baltic birch left over. But then I found this scrap 5 feet long, a 1/2 inch, so I decided to go with what I've got over there. 1/2 inch ply Baltic birch all the way around. So front and back 12 inches, and the finished depth is 9. And right now I'm sitting at just about 9.5. So I've got to cut these rabbets just shy of a 1/4 inch. Get this fitted up. Get a bottom made. Dry fit it. See how it's going to react in there, and then I can think about how I wanted to divide this. I got the box built, and I've got, based on the way this fits up in my truck, I've got some marks here on the side in order to go up and try and dry fit this. I just put some double stick tape on here. I'll put these in what I think is the right place. Something like that. And that. So now I can kind of hold it together and see if it's gonna land in the right spot. So this is 1/2 inch. These side hooks are just 1/2 inch bolted birch with a 3/16 by 3/16 notch taken out. So you got about 1/4 of an inch out here, and that too might have to change. We'll see. All right. Good news, the box is a perfect fit. It just goes in there nice and a little bit snug, so I like that. The bad news is I had these handles way off. I had them way too far forward. They got to come back here. Probably a good inch. Maybe more than that. Inch and 1/8. And they're a little bit long, which is fine. Yeah, 1 1/8. They got to be 1/4 inch shorter. So I'm going to make those cuts and see if I still have enough sticky tape left here to try it one more time. The biggest thing that I really have to be concerned about here is this molting tool. So that's got to go like that. Then I've got my comb. Yeah, that can just go somewhere else. Everything else will fit pretty much in the compartment I build for it. Here's what I've decided. I've decided to keep this the same as my old one, although I did shift this over about 1/2 inch because it doesn't need to be as wide as it was the first time. So a little more room for change. A big pocket, a smaller one up the middle here for keys and some smaller things to kind of keep them separated so they don't get lost in the bottom. And then over here, another same size compartment has to change. A little bit bigger though, again, because I shifted it this way. So all I'm going to do is build this grid. It's just going to be a friction fit inside the box. I'm not going to dado out the box or do any of that kind of stuff. There's really no need for that. This all just gets glued to the bottom and it won't go anywhere. So I'll show you what it looks like when I get done. I'm working on these dividers. I got the long one cut to length. Goes this way. And I've got the cross piece that goes this way. They're a nice fit. Using this curve maker worked out really well. So now determine the length of this piece, this little short piece I have. All I need to do is put this in here, make sure that it's flush, and it's just a hair over. So I've got to take that into account. So the length of my piece is going to be determined by this right here. So once I get it flush in here, then I can take my pencil and mark it. I'll get this flush like this. mark it here. Remembering that I need to be outside this line because this thing is going past. I suppose I could have flushed it up first, but I didn't do that. There it is. It's a tight fit, but it'll go. The tight fit is, the tight part is coming right here. This is a nice fit back here. There's all the pieces I need right there. Alright, I made a decision here that's going to slow things down a little bit. I'm going to offset the handles from the top by the thickness of this piece of cherry I have. So the first thing I want to do is glue this to the top, to the Baltic birch, then flush everything up, and then attach it. Picked up a little bit of a twist along the line somewhere. I'm hoping that with those weights in the opposite corners that once the glue is truly set, hopefully it'll be gone or less. But if it's not, it's not going to hurt anything anyway. But just trying to make sure I can maybe get it out of it, and we'll see here in about an hour or so. Take the clamps off. It got some of the twist, not a lot of it. No, I didn't get any. Take them back. Just kind of sprung back into place after I took the weights off. That doesn't really matter. I'll be fine. So that's basically it. I'm going to sand down these a little bit and make sure it fits before I put any shellac on here. But that's my new box for my new pickup. So coins, pens, multi-tool, and then just some larger areas for the other miscellaneous stuff I have in there. I'll go up and check the fit, and we'll go from there. A perfect fit. I mean, this thing is just snug as a bug in a rug. It just is really nice. The only thing that I would change, or that I might do, is just sand a little bit on these edges, just a little, because when it sits in there, it almost has to be kind of forced in rather than just drop in, but it won't take much. Just a little light touch on both sides, I think, is all. But I'm very happy with the way this one turned out. So if you have a 2024 pickup, my tape measure. There it is. 12 by just under 9. 9 would work. 12 by 9. 2 1/4 to 2 3/8 deep. This one could have been a little bit deeper. 2 3/8 would have been perfect, I think. And then these side handles are again 1/2-inch Baltic birch with a 3/16 by 3/16 cutout. Mine are now 3/4 of an inch high, and they are 5 1/4 inches long, and they're set from the back 5/8 of an inch. So That's the critical dimensions. You can do whatever you want inside here. But 9 by 12, what did I say, 5 inches? 5 1/4. 5 1/4. 3/16 by 3/16 rabbit. And then this dimension here, 3/4 of an inch. That is going to be sweet. So a little more sanding, put some shellac on it, and in the truck it goes. Thanks for watching.